She just start humming. Did she? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I heard that.
I think I heard it.
Should we not hum?
Say
just
that.
hum?
Say that or a fanny fart.
I swear I just heard you going.
It was a fucking fanny
No?
fart. It was a fucking fanny fart, mate.
Hey guys, welcome to the Big Fat Chat. My name's Dan. This is Josh. And that's Thomas. You just... There is meant to be another person by here. I don't know if we can see him. Should I... I'll add this in the podcast after. Let me just film him.
Sad times.
That's Eli, down by there.
Pastor.
He's... I know I wasn't recording. I'll do it again.
He's got no nights.
Yeah. No star carriad.
like we say when we record these podcasts, we're always here at fucking like stupidly o'clock. What's the time now? It's 10. It's like 11:45 now, and I've been here since 10 this morning. So Eli's feeling a bit of the rough. Have you seen what I've done here? I've accidentally made another cup of tea with my milk.
Oh, mate.
Well, there's tea with the boys.
Nice.
I'm the only one on tea. Everyone else is on other like unbranded alcoholic beverages.
I'll give it a try. Is there any sugar in here?
There's no sugar in it. No, it's just fucking milk with a tea bag in it.
Oh, mate.
It's actually right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like a cappuccino.
Yeah, it's like...
Well, there's no coffee in it, so it wouldn't be a cappuccino. But
Yeah. Wow.
Chino.
okay,
Tiacchino.
so we're gonna try again through the whole podcast without waking Eli up.
Yeah.
He is
Shit,
on the
moving.
move.
He's moving.
He is on the move.
No.
Yeah, he's gone. Never mind. It's all right.
Turn all the lights off. I think this podcast was going to be like just like a kind of debrief of Trigger.
Yeah, that's what we were going to talk
We'll
about.
have a chat about Trigger. We'll have a chat about what's coming up next because we've already started planning what we're going to do on the next couple. Whether I'm going to regret it or not, I don't know yet. We'll see. And we'll just shoot the shit for a bit, is it? Just because we haven't done this for a while. So, yeah.
Just don't have a clue what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But
to be fair, like I'm fucked. So like my energy levels are low. I need to get something up. So like Trigger was exciting. So fingers crossed, talking about Trigger will excite me again.
I've had 2 of these already, so I'm probably going to start fights.
Which
not,
is the
not
least,
with the person has to
the
speak,
least
though, I hope.
intimidating thing that could happen. So it's fine.
Yeah.
So hi Will, who's probably the only one who's watching this.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a long time. So Trigger came out 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
8 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was about a month ago.
And up until that point, so we're probably about 3 months deep without a fucking podcast now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I checked the other day and it's 3
Well,
months.
actually 3 months. Nice. Good maths, Dan.
On point.
So yeah, so that's the point of this. And then Trigger was like, as most people saw, like it was just something that we fancy doing, and I think we're going to keep on doing. Not Trigger,
No.
because it was shit. But
Well, it was a technical test.
Yeah.
That's what it started off as, and that's what it was.
I feel like we did that. Oh, he's moving.
He's on the move. He's going.
This is going to be a podcast mixed with like a nature documentary
To be fair, he should be sat here, so...
about Eli. And now he's moving into a more comfortable position. He was literally meant to be doing the podcast with us, but like this is just
Looks like a-
insanity.
He fell asleep while we were setting
He
up.
looks like a baby seal.
He doesn't feel very well, so like I applaud him for staying anyway, even though he's asleep. But yeah. So Trigger was there to teach us really. Like we never had any like practical really any you haven't ever shot anything like this.
Nope.
So it was like out is mine and Josh's kind of technical theory being put into practice for the first time. So like we did a lot of fuck ups. But I watched it again the other day, and I'm like, I know at some point in my life I'm going to look back and think, what the fuck were we doing? But I'm not at that point yet.
No, I mean,
I look back and I think that wasn't bad for what we did.
I've been told a few times by people, like, for our first thing, it's actually all right.
Yeah.
Like, the story's, like, there's no story, but, like, technically it's okay.
Technically it's okay, yeah. Like, I fucked the colour grading up, but that was partially because we shot it badly.
There was one shot, you could tell we were using my N50 without the IBIS stabilization, because it's all, like, vibration like that.
But again, it was just something that was, like, how much did we learn from that?
Oh, yeah, a lot.
And you have never done anything like any sort of acting whatsoever. No. I think you did all right. Like from where we started, like obviously, like I've got loads of footage when we were practicing, sat here, just like pretending there was a car there when we were doing the run-throughs and stuff. And I thought, oh shit, this is going to be tough.
I watched that and I was like, oh,
this is going to be bad.
I thought I was going to do it when I was happier. Like I was happier, and I was like, nah.
And then you got in the car, and it just ended up being. It just got like it was like I reckon it was like just under what you get in a soap opera.
Yeah.
And I take it.
Yeah.
The acting was all right, like so.
It's right, millions watch that.
Yeah,
So,
considering we
it's
don't
alright,
have
it's okay.
actors,
Yeah, we don't have actors.
it's just a couple of mates.
Yeah, a
That's
couple of
it.
people.
Yeah.
And then we ended up like literally reshooting the whole film.
Again.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yeah, no, we did.
If you actually watch the short, the only thing that came from the first night was all the. That wasn't even from the first night. So all the opening statics I shot on my own when I was just here after
Yeah.
work. So I was on my own shooting them.
It's true.
So the only thing from the first night of filming was one running scene where I cut to a close up of your feet. That was from the first night. That's why I had such trouble color grading them to match each other. And then we ended up reshooting everything else.
Yeah, because originally it was good. You were one of the killers originally, but then we changed the idea.
Because if you watch the behind the scenes,
Yeah.
the pretty much everything in there we didn't use because it was
No.
me stood behind Tom at
Yeah.
me behind Eli at one point.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
He was never a killer when we first shot. Oh no, he was. He was one of the ones that came. He wasn't even coming up to the lift. So everything changed actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
But that's because we learned. So yeah, kind of happy with that. So the next project, like I know I'm working on on one, but that's going to be a serious one, and I want to put a lot of effort into that one. So that's going to be a couple of months. But I think we're going to try doing another one. Are we?
Yeah. Well, we did try doing another one. We tried doing that fucking alien thing, didn't we?
Oh yeah. So nobody would know about that.
No.
So we had one. We went out. It was literally like the same as tonight. So it would have been like fucking 12 o'clock at night. That's 3.
Yeah.
It
We
was,
went out, and we had this idea where like someone would be taking night photographs. Something would fall from the sky, from like an alien.
Yeah, like an
He
artifact.
would
It was,
touch
wasn't it?
artifact. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was just
Go
going
and
to
investigate.
So the photographer would go and investigate. He'd touch it, and then he would take over his body.
Yeah, so it was like a parasite, wasn't it? So it like
So
took
it
over.
became like a
his-
symbiote.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd
And-
have no recollection of speech.
Hold on, guys.
Oh,
Oh,
It's moving.
made
again.
it.
No, he's still
no,
dead.
still.
Mate, like, how's he even comfy in this situation? Like,
Mate, these are horrible seats as well.
like
Yeah.
I know he slept there once when he's had a drink. Matthew Davis was fucking sleeping next to him. Cutshed up,
mate.
like.
Fuck, yeah.
So yeah, that artifact thing,
Yeah. and
literally everything went wrong.
yeah. I mean, it started going alright. We started having good ideas with the lighting, so we were using my Yongnuo to sort of like.
Yeah, so we
Cast the
like
flare.
this comet, this blue comet thing was gonna come from the sky, and I was gonna do some VFX. It was gonna land and smash into the ground, and we used like a practical blue light to kind of light Tom's face as
Yeah.
it passed him. And I thought, yeah, no, that's cool. And then all of the available light that we had got turned off.
Yeah, of what light we had. We
Yeah,
had
there was
street
it was so dark anyway, and the street lights just turned off. It was like
We
1
just-
o'clock in the morning, and the
sad
street
times.
lights.
So we
and we
just
were like,
left.
we were like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
2.5 hours
Let's
of our life just
let's
like
just go home. Like.
gone.
Yeah, so like the challenge was we were going to do it without any like pre-planning. We would just have like a really basic idea. We try plan it. So like that fucked up. So definitely, if you're going to do what we do, plan the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Because when we planned Trigger, it went way better. Take camera notes. Make sure you know exactly what you've shot. So if you have to go back, you have to do it
Yeah.
again. That's another thing. And then also another thing that happened with Artifact. I can't remember if I told anyone. Every single one of them had the rolling shutter lights.
Yeah, you did say.
So
Yeah.
all of it was fucked anyway.
Yeah.
So even if we got it all filmed, I wouldn't have been able to do anything with it because it was all flickering. So learn from that.
I mean, that's the big thing I took away from Trigger was take notes of every scene.
Of what you and every time you change the settings on your camera, every time you change location, take notes of what you've changed your settings to always. And then even on the lenses,
Yeah.
because with us, like you underestimate the difference in lenses. But when I switched from pretty much everything was shot on the 28 or the 50, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the difference in those two lenses is fucking absurd when it comes to the colors that they cast and stuff. So like I struggled because I'm not a colorist. Like I know more about the theory than I do about the practice, and like that's pretty much everything actually.
Yeah.
That's what the whole thing was. So like Trigger was good. Like I enjoyed Trigger.
Yeah,
and
I
I still
enjoyed
look
it.
back at it now, and I could show it to someone and not be too embarrassed about it. I think we did well for what we did.
Yeah.
The VFX shots were stupid. Like we didn't need to do some of them.
Yeah.
That last scene,
In the elevator.
yeah,
I don't know why we did
the
that.
elevator scene. We did a green screen. You could probably tell, but like maybe the
No,
layman
you
probably.
you can tell.
Yeah.
There's no reflection. There's no like Eli
Yeah.
hasn't got a reflection, but Thomas has.
Eli doesn't have
Yeah.
a reflection.
Yeah.
There's loads of things that was wrong with it, and all we had to do was just put someone else in a different coat. That's literally all we had to do, and we would never have had to have done that.
The green screen shot with him walking up to the car was really well planned, though.
Yeah,
It
that
ended
was
up being
brilliant.
okay, considering we like these lights that we've got here would have been great on that set, but we didn't have the the way to power them. So we literally had that one only wall light that we haven't
Yeah.
put on.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did, yeah. Oh, fuck it.
Oh,
You go throw that on, son. It's on the other side.
That's pretty.
oh, look
So
at
that's
that.
pretty much the only light that we had, except for the ones that were in the
Yeah,
garage. Anyway.
just the ceiling lights.
So yeah, so that's the only thing that we could light the green screen with, and
I
it
just
was
remember
a bastard.
just running around the car park just to try and get all the lights on, and I was just like,
That's another
Yeah.
thing I noticed afterwards as well is the interior scenes. All the lights are turned back off again, so it's fucking
Yeah.
dark as shit. Like it's little things like that. You always have to notice things like fuck. Like you have to be on it all the time. You have to notice every little change. Otherwise, it comes up in post. You're like, why the fucking hell is everything dark again?
Yeah, it's really tedious. 'cause
Yeah.
You have, it's very like to the minute details.
Oh
isn't it?
fuck. So my next one, I'm trying to make it simpler but harder at the same time. So it's like one location, two actors, but it's going to be difficult in a different type of way. So I want to try anamorphic. That's one thing I want to try on it. I feel like that look would look good for what I'm going for. I'm not going to give too much away because I want to actually like me and you will talk about it. We'll develop the idea, but
Yeah.
I don't want anyone else to know much about it. So so that would be good. But yeah, so Trigger, I was a success, I think, and I quite enjoyed doing the behind the scenes,
Yeah.
half hour long for a 2 minute
Yeah.
fucking long short
Four
film.
times the fucking. actual
4
film.
times. It's
Well,
more
probably
than
more
40
than I,
times. It's like 40 times longer, no?
just shows how much fun we had doing it. Right?
20 times.
So, like, what was it like for you, like acting, like the first time?
I just think it was just really weird because obviously when we were sat around this table, I was just like, I'm.
You're
up
just
to
really
my depth.
conscious of yourself, aren't you?
But as soon as you get into that car and you start acting it out as if you're in it, it's a totally different situation when you're just.
And how
sat
many
here.
times did
just
the
like-
lines change as well? Because like
Oh.
what we started with isn't what anywhere close to what we ended with.
I
just
think
kept
there's a lot
swearing.
more. There's a lot more swearing in it originally
We
than there was.
ripped all the swearing out because
Yeah.
we figured that.
Well, I
it was
remember
just-
Dan was just telling me because I was so used to swearing in the scenes that every time I'd swear, he'd smack me across the head
Yeah.
from the
I was
back of the
sat-
seat.
I
And
was
he's
sat
like,
in the back,
"Boosh,"
yeah.
and I was like, ah,
I think like every other word had the word fuck or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
changed it up.
Because
a
we
bit.
we filmed the car scene quite a few times, didn't we? We did like a test shot, and then like listening to it back, it's like there's just too much swearing in this. Did you just fart?
I don't know.
Did you just fart?
As well, I'm keeping him safe with this chair. So sorry.
Literally. You're right,
His
boy.
ass is right next to me, so I hope it wasn't a fart. Might see me.
Did it give you the bug? Like, do you feel like, oh, I'd love to do that again now?
Well, I've always spoken to you guys about doing like other projects and stuff with you both.
Yeah.
And I'm up for it. Like, I don't care what role I go into.
I
don't
wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind trying it myself.
Yeah, I'd like Thomas to be in my thing.
What's yours?
You know, the woods.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At some
go for
point,
it.
I just need to finish the script.
That's a tough one to film, mine,
Yeah,
because
no,
there's
that's
like
gonna be
it's
it,
like
yeah.
out in the sticks.
Yeah, and there's a few different locations you
A
need
lot
to
of
film as well,
locations.
so-
Yeah, that's going to be like further down the line, a couple of years down the line.
Yeah,
like.
probably.
Excuse me.
If you were Martin would come along for a drone sesh.
Yeah, so I'd love some drone shots.
Yeah, I think like, I don't know. How would you incorporate that into a film though? Maybe like title sequence.
Just your establishing shots.
yeah,
of them.
establish
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
title
you wouldn't be
sequence.
able to do it much with it.
Yeah.
That's more for like fucking weddings and shit. So like you're getting into photography as well.
Yeah.
I saw
enjoy
the
that.
DSLR, the one that has actually been featured on this.
Yeah, did we film with that once? Yeah.
We filmed, yeah, so we just kept on turning off. It's like an 8-year-old fucking camera that just kept on turning off. So this is good because I had the XE10 last time we filmed.
Yeah,
so
we haven't used the.
so we've got the main camera now is a Panasonic GH5 with some L glass, Pro glass hanging, big boy glass on it now. So like that's what I'm trying for. That's what we shot the whole of trigger on as well.
Apart from that one shaky scene.
Apart from, is it just one shot that
It
we
was
did?
just one shot we used.
The
No,
shot
no,
with
there
the
was
door.
some
You
dialogue
did-
as well.
Yeah, so the cutaways for Eli were on the M50. They didn't look bad, see?
No, the
'Cause it was locked off.
highlights look nice on those.
Yeah, it actually looked. The highlight roll-off looks better on yours than it did on mine.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just an exposure issue or something, but it was a fucker to fucking match anyway. But yeah, so that was it. I am totally off subject. Dai is coming back, so this week when this goes live, I should have gone down to Dai's to speak to him about doing a video that's like a welcome back, like I'm going to start doing it again type video. So I'm going to do that. That's another project I got. So Andy wants to do podcasts again, so you might even have more podcasts than Tea with the Boys. Tea with the Boys is a bastard, I'm not going to lie to you, because, well, look at him. He's been here since 12, I've been here since fucking 10 this morning, and it's just like a long ass fucking day. You've been here a long day today as well. You have?
Yeah.
So like everybody, and it's just fucking tiring, the energy is low, and like, you never really know what to say when you're fucked. Like, if you had a bit more energy and shit, then it's thing. But like, we're going to try doing it. So the next one probably is going to be when we start doing the role-play and stuff that we said about before. And it's going to be, because like pretty much like there's like a fucking team of 12 people playing Pokemon Go here at the minute.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd incorporate like this newfound love for Pokemon that a lot of people have got by doing Dungeons and Dragons style. I'm not going to say Dungeons and Dragons because it's going to digress into something else, I think. It's going to start.
Yeah,
it's going to start. We're going to try our best to play proper fucking Dungeons and Dragons, but it's going to digress into something just like something else, I think.
Yeah.
We'll end up rolling some dice, but like, so that's the next thing. So we've got somebody writing a campaign for us now, and I don't know whether I'm going to regret doing that. If you get to meet the guy who's doing it,
Yeah. He texted me earlier about it.
mate, like that's all I've heard is just like fucking. Can you fill this out? Can you do that? Can you do this? Tell me someone who you hate in real life. I'm like, man, I don't hate a lot of people. Like, it's fucking.
Yeah.
You
I think he was asking me what I want my starter Pokemon to be and shit. He keeps asking me, and I'm like, I don't know if I can know.
I said for him to assign it to us, like.
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't have a clue what he was on about. Like, he pulled me over to one side the other day, and I was like, mate,
I mean, character sheets.
what are you talking about? Like, I totally don't understand what you're going on about. And then when you messaged into the group the other day, I was like, that's what he was on about. And I was like,
Well, character sheets
still
should
don't
be
have a clue
done
what he's
on the
talking
day.
about. Like,
I don't really know.
Well, usually they're done on the day.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't really do character sheets in advance.
Yeah.
Like everything I've seen, they do it.
Are we
at the
making it?
time.
And then you make up like a backstory.
Yeah, you get like a piece of paper. The DM just says like, fill in the character sheet to how you would like it.
Is there like I assume there's like a limitation to what you could. So like if you give yourself charisma, you can't like max everything out. You've
No.
got, like, certain points,
Yeah,
is
you
it?
got a certain amount of points that you can.
And I
reassign
can
to
so I
certain
can add like
attributes.
+2 charisma,
Yeah.
+2 fucking dexterity.
And then
or
your
whatever.
class also adds like on top.
Is
of
there
that.
classes in this
I
Pokemon
think
game?
so. I haven't read the manual properly yet.
So we're going off an official Pokemon D&D game, but I don't think it's going to stay that way. I think it's going to be like whatever feels funny or feels good or feels entertaining, just keep on going that way. Like.
Yeah.
So that's what we got going next, to be fair. And yeah,
D&D with the boys.
D&D with the
D&D
boys.
with the
That's what I
boys.
hope we do next. Because
Yeah, I'm
like
looking forward to it.
shooting a shit like this is difficult after a 12-hour day.
You've got to constantly find things to talk about. And after it's been a long day. It's
Yeah,
hard.
and it's drying up now. Like, do you know
Yeah. I live there. Yeah.
I'm just a bit jealous of Eli behind me, really, to be fair. Like,
what I mean? Yeah, I mean,
he's out cold.
Oh.
my leg's warm. Hold on.
Hold up a minute. If we got any blue roll. Anyway. It's fucking pissing all over me.
Thanks, Beth. Means a lot.
Poor man's on the move.
Use some love, mate. You alright?
You're waking, how are you? We've been doing the podcast without you, mate.
We tried doing the podcast and you were sleeping the whole time.
mate.
Oh, it's iPhone, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, it's waterproof. Oh, no.
Take the fucking cover off. I just dropped tea all over your phone.
I hope he's in shot for that.
mate, you look rough.
Bye.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
This will be the bit where I cut to.
Oh.
Fuck knows
It's
where.
like, it's midnight. It's 12
Yeah,
o'clock.
midnight.
12, yeah.
Not gonna lie to you, Eli. You look really fucking comfy, like.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie.
Fuck my life.
Sorry, Eli. I'm just trying your phone a minute. Sorry.
It was Tom's fault.
It wasn't my
It
fault.
was definitely Tom's fault.
Yeah.
I think we're done with that. Thanks,
Okay.
Beth.
How's your kip, boy? All right. No.
Made you feel worse, innit?
Tea with the boys.
See you with the boys.
Tea with the boys, mate.
Yeah.
It's fucking tea with the boys, like.
What do you mean, no?
Go on then.
Go on then.
Do you want a cuppa? Nice. He's
Tea with the
awake.
boys.
He's back. Hit himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh. Well, hello.
Have we got fucking headphones for him?
Cheeky. Yeah, they're here. I believe.
Sorry, I don't need headphones. Sorry,
I don't need headphones.
he's a pro
He's a
podcaster.
pro podcaster.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, this is going to be a
Right.
cunt to fucking cut, boys.
Yeah, I suppose a little bit.
Fuck me, like.
Bleh.
That looked like fucking phlegm in there, man.
Cheeky.
Jesus.
Nice.
I should get some more of those fucking cum powders. Make sure Dan don't cheat this time.
Would you do that? Would you do that right now?
No.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
Eli's awake.
Whee!
Yay, podcast has started again.
I hope we have a shot of him getting up like a fucking zombie.
Yeah.
His
Is that
face.
what?
Look how sad he looks.
I know, yeah, I'm sad.
I noticed when we were cleaning down. I felt sad for you. Like,
Were you more sad when we did the spicy fucking...
No, I'm sadder now.
Sadder now. You look sadder.
Oh, yeah. You actually look more.
we managed to get 20 minutes without him waking up. Did we wake you up, or did you just
I don't know.
naturally wake up?
No, he woke up, he looked at me. He turned around and he got up.
I really hope we got a shot of that. So we were talking about
Thanks for the tea, Beth.
something. I don't know what were we talking about before.
We were talking about Trigger. I
Before it
think.
broke down.
Triggering.
Yeah, we were talking about D&D. So like we're gonna
Oh, yeah,
we'll
D&D.
stop talking about the D&D because that's gonna come later on. And right now it's gonna be me, you, Eli.
I don't know.
Because we've only got 4 mics, haven't we?
Yeah, what we need.
We need at least. Well, we need a DM. Does a DM get a mic? He would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I guess
I
so.
don't even- yeah, you'd have to. So DM and 3
Who
players.
was the DM? Like,
Dungeon
Dungeon
Master.
Master.
No, who? Adam.
Yeah.
No,
This
me.
is what I've already explained. Like,
Oh.
I don't know whether it's a good idea or a bad idea.
Well, I don't know anyone else who knows how to be a DM. to be
I think I
honest.
could probably have done a slap-up job, but...
Yeah, I guess all you gotta do is like write a campaign.
As you
And then
bring
just,
his
like,
book of
follow it.
spells.
Yeah, man.
Mate, he's going to come in fucking... I reckon he's going to come in like
Cape.
fucking in a cape and a... He's going to have an Ash Ketchum
Yeah,
hat.
man. Fucking right. Why not?
Pokemon-style dice.
Mm.
Where the fuck do you get them
Nice.
from? I don't know, I fucking made them myself, 3D printed them. But yeah, so...
Carved him out of fucking oak.
But yeah, so that's probably going to be the next one. I fucking spilled tea everywhere. That's probably going to be in the episode, actually.
That's gonna be a pain in the ass to fucking get done now.
You playing Pokemon Go there?
Yeah, I am actually. Yeah, hatching some fucking eggs.
Oh,
and-
there we are then.
Oh, fuck.
There we go.
Oh, you hatching some eggs if you're standing still, mate?
Oh, fucking swooping. Sue me, I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, so like we were talking about Trigger. What was your experience with Trigger before you go in?
I don't know really. I felt a bit out of my comfort zone.
Oh,
I'm quite an open person and quite bold, I like to think. And I just felt a bit... I should sit down the back seat a bit.
I think you did
You
fine.
look so fucking sad.
I am.
When he was
Yeah.
saying that, I was like, yeah, what's up?
I
Sorry.
just feel like I want to
So
So
die.
out of
but
my
you-
comfort
down,
zone. Like,
Oh, mate, you probably can't bring it down more than it was before you woke up anyway. It's
yeah.
fine.
Why, what's
I
happening?
We
think
were
that was- I
literally
think that was
just,
the highlight
we were
of it.
sat here just, I guess.
Do you know, like back in the day in like the 90s when a dog would take a shit on the street and it would be left to dry and it would go white. That's what was happening to the podcast
Smell
before
that
you woke
for,
up.
sell that for a small fortune in eBay now. So rare.
like I was saying now, like I don't know how it's going to be edited now because there was a frazzle of about 8 minutes in between you waking up and like us.
You brought us back to life basically.
Yeah,
for
actually,
literally
yeah.
about 30 seconds.
But like doing these podcasts at the end of the day, when
it's killer.
it's fucking horrible. Like, and you like the comments that you think you've got they ain't as long as you think they are.
Especially when you have children and stuff as well, and sleepless nights.
Yeah, sleepless, spewy nights. I know you're sick as well. Like,
and it's 6 weeks, and the kids are fucking off.
Kids are fucking off. That is literally the worst time of my life.
Yeah.
I've had serious thoughts about topping myself.
when they all go back to school, we throwing these out. We'll be doing 3 a night again.
Yeah.
Do you remember those days?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. How we've come along.
Yeah.
And then Nathan's got. Oh, we didn't even mention Nathan not being here. So Nathan's shit as fuck. He's literally worse than Di for being a flaky prick.
Yeah.
Actually, like literally worse than Di.
Like he moans. He's like, "Oh, I've got nothing to do," and we're like, "Oh, do you want to be in this film with us?" Nah. Do you want to
No.
He's
The fucking fuck up thing about that is he said yes first of all, and then we started doing rehearsals, and then
doing rehearsals here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he was doing all right, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be good."
Yeah.
Because you would just like. Because the storyline changed so much, you were just going to be one killer first of all, and it was just going to be you. You never had any speaking lines.
No.
Then all of a sudden, you're playing 2 people. Just because fucking Nathan, the queer-o, didn't.
How's that how that came about?
Yeah, because Nathan didn't fucking show, did he?
Yeah, he was like.
He just pulled out, didn't he? He just didn't want
I
to.
can't remember their names. I gave them stupid names. Logan was one of them.
Yeah.
Because Nathan was playing the second person in the car that Eli was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
But then he just decided that he wasn't
Yeah.
going to help anymore.
He did right though.
Yeah. 'Cause
Nathan was really
he did
good.
right.
we did do that test shot with him. I remember doing it up in the car park. That test shot
With
Nath.
him in the car.
Yeah, he came
Yeah.
once.
Did he?
Yeah. We did a test shooting.
I don't believe I was there.
No, I don't
He
think.
didn't. Yeah. Oh, was it going to be these 2 first then?
I
No,
I don't
No,
even
it was
remember.
me and
Were you there?
Nathan that was sat.
I
here.
remember shooting upstairs.
Yeah,
up
I
in
do,
the
and
thing with
Nathan.
him. Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And Nathan, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
I don't remember him ever going upstairs.
No, yeah, I remember doing a test shot.
Me too,
So,
Josh.
was I drunk?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where the fuck were you?
I don't know. I've been.
I don't
I
remember.
don't know.
I think it was before you had that
don't have a
camera.
clue.
It was when you had
The
the
XC10.
XC10.
Um,
Because we did the
I have
test
no
shot with him
recollection
running
of
into
this.
the car. I
Oh,
don't.
Yeah.
I don't
yes.
think we did any
Yes,
footage of him doing dialogue. I think
He
it was just
didn't
him
do any
running into the
dialogue. We did a
car.
fuck about. We were shooting with your camera mostly then.
Yeah.
We
Mm.
had your camera on my rig, maybe.
Yeah.
On my shoulder rig. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where the fuck that is. Maybe I'll try find it now.
Yeah. It's probably gone.
I probably don't have it.
Every single bit of footage I've got from these memory cards is gone.
All I have of. You miss you both. The only footage I have
Dribbled a
of
bit.
Trigger now is is the stuff that I use to edit the final one.
Yeah.
And so there's no Nathan in there. I don't think there's even much from the first day in there.
No.
I just have the second day stuff. There isn't really much I could do with that. It's literally we shot the scenes in order that we were going to do. Like the
Have you got fucking Adam's footage?
Oh, mate, that
Oh.
pissed me right off.
Adam, can you just stand behind the camera and just be quiet, please?
I was there
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, no, it's-
like.
Oh, Thomas, can
He's
you just move
filming
over
the
to the
scene
left,
with
please?
you.
Dan,
Yeah.
Dan, come forward.
So do-
Josh, I got a perfect shot of you. You're taking this picture.
how the fuck can you start doing like? So we asked him to do the behind the scenes stuff, and what he ended up doing was trying to get another angle for the film, but
Yeah.
on a really shit camera.
Handy
On a
cam.
handy cam, like.
So like I gave him a shit camera because like it was just meant to capture. It was like mostly for just like reminiscing later on. So it'd be nice to look back at the footage and be like, oh, do you remember that? That was really fun. And then it ended up with him like asking Josh to move out of the way so he could get like a close up of the face. And I was like,
I
mate, this
remember the
isn't how you
fight
do
scene
it.
at the top in the lift, and Eli came over to me, and all I seen was you with the camera, Josh down on the floor with the mic, and then you just had Adam with a handy cam just in my face. I was like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Eli's just trying to smash the fuck in my face. Like,
But there was that
just
one
got him
scene.
like,
There's that one scene upstairs, and I was like trying to figure out how we could get the.
Bring it closer to you as well, but
How we were trying to. How we could get that shot. You know that shot where you came through the door
yeah.
and then you followed to the elevator. I was trying to figure out how we could do that, and then I was just stood there, and he was like, "Josh, can you move over a bit?"
I left
I'm
that
like-
in. I had to leave that in.
I'm
to
like,
behind
mate, what the
scenes
fuck are
because-
you on about? You're doing behind the scenes. I'm trying to actually get a fucking scene going here. Fuck off, you cunt. Oh, mate, it did my head in that
so
day.
good.
Fuck's sake.
I really enjoyed like you proper threw yourself into it at coming towards the end because it was like
as much so I gave myself a nosebleed.
you bled once.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, in the car.
And
yeah.
I think
Thanks, Eli, for the tissue. And just
Yeah.
And when
Wanna
he
throw that out
threw
there,
you
like-
up against the sign, your back. We did that take 5 times, and his back was
Yeah.
fucked.
Oh, guys.
You were
Throw
bruised
The
as
bruise
fuck
I had
after
on my
that,
left,
yeah.
on my left thigh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
and,
bruised as
Jesus.
fuck.
and the thing is, like, when we were getting a bit tired, so we'd been through the old film once, shot it, and then we were like, we fucked it up, we need to do it again.
Yeah.
So we had to shoot another. So we ended up like doing like 5 hours of straight filming, and like right at the end, I was starting to be like, I just want to get this done, and it was you two really that were just like, oh yeah, but we could just knock this scene out again
Yeah.
now, and then by the
Do you
end,
want to
of
take
it,
a shot again? Do you want to do...
yeah, like you did it a couple of times in the elevator maybe, where it was just like. It was okay, and then it was just like we did it again, and it was like, oh no, it's way better.
To be fair, I was, sorry, no,
I
you
got
carry
a
on.
fucking stinking arse in as well, and in the car with it.
Farted in the car.
Mate. Mate, how many times I wasn't sick, I actually don't know.
Yeah,
I remember Dan
first,
calling through the boot with the mic. And we
Oh
was like,
man, I fucking
Yeah.
the positions I got myself into just to listen to you guys dialogue, because we didn't have a very good mic for dialogue, so I stuck the Tascam just facing the front, but we couldn't hear it, we couldn't like monitor anything, so I ran a fucking headphones through the car, and I was laying in the boot on my back, just fucking chilling. I think I put it up on Instagram as well, like so people. That was quite funny. I just was really like, it was good memories, I reckon.
Yeah.
And it was a
Yeah.
fun
It
project.
was a good
At-
laugh.
At least we got something to show for it, innit? And I do think it's better than most people's first project.
Yeah, that one
Like,
you showed me. Do you remember that helicopter?
Hello, what?
There was one, it was like beach action scene, and it literally looked like he did it on his phone, and there's like an Apache helicopter chasing him down a beach. I'll have to fucking
Yeah,
show
mate,
you.
it's fucking.
So good. But like, yeah, like we fucked up the technicalities, but I reckon even people that are in the film industry could look at it and be like, "Fuck, well, that's their first time. That's not bad."
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
Like I know
I
people.
thought it was alright.
I know people that are in the film industry, and they showed me their first work, and they could have been fresh out of uni, so they could have been taught. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they hadn't just like grown up watching
They've had some
YouTube videos,
formal,
like yeah,
educational,
and like ours is better.
yeah. Even my wife's brother, because he's in the film industry.
Yeah.
He said, he said it's
And
really good for a first attempt.
I showed Eve's brother, and he was like, "Oh shit, I was expecting something way worse. Like the expectation of it being our first film, like first, it wasn't a film because it's like there wasn't.
it's
really,
First short.
yeah, it was. Yeah, there wasn't even any story to it, but like it was literally just a technical test. Eventually, that's what it started as, and that's what it was always going to be. But like, it ended up being all right. Like
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with it. Like I don't mind showing people. There's a lot of things like I've done in the past that I wouldn't happily show people.
Oh, I don't care.
Like
Little,
some
little
of
finger
my-
films, I don't care. That's right, that shit.
Yeah, but that's like your Little Figure Films is so shit that it's funny now. So it's like that's fine. But like we put a lot of effort into Trigger, and like
Yeah.
it would be crap to be embarrassed about it, and I'm not embarrassed about it.
Yeah, what I was going to say, I was worried about you because the first night we were filming, you were just like
Chilling on your
You
phone,
just
like-
didn't have any energy at
Yeah.
all doing it. You just like, I don't want to be you.
I
think when
didn't think you were going to come back, and then
Yeah.
it ended up that
Climb
you
2, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just recently downloaded the app.
Okay, right, mate.
you ended up being the one that was pushing us. Like 'cause
Yeah.
I was getting a bit
Yeah,
tired
at
of
the
it.
end then. Yeah,
At the end, I was
yeah.
just like, I just want to get this fucking finished. It was like 3 a.m. or 2 a.m, whatever it was,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh, I just want to get this fucking done now.
I just remember like me and Eli, because obviously Eli was out of his comfort zone, so was I. And I was just like, we were in the car, and we were just like still going through the lines, and we were just like,
Well, the lines changed that day as well,
Yeah.
didn't they? So it was just
Mhm.
like I didn't even have a script that had the proper lines in it. I was like fucking scribbles everywhere. Like
Yeah.
I was like, Dan, make sure you keep the original in your boot of your car.
I've still got
Just see how it-
like
how it
4
changed.
copies of it in my car. But I really fucking enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
The thing is, we done that after a split shift again.
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Fucking
we'd
changed
already
that.
multiple times.
we'd already churned one night out and just realised how fucked up it was. So like we realised that we've done a night that we were about to do and wasted it all
Yeah.
because we weren't going to use half of it, and then the plan changed, and then we ended up like there wasn't going to be there was going to be VFX, but it was going to be less, wasn't it? It was going to
Yeah.
be
Just the
there was no
shot from
fucking
the
green
car, wasn't
screen.
it?
No,
The plan wasn't to do any green screen because I knew we didn't have enough lights. And then so the whole shots changed because it was going to be. I remember because even in the one that I uploaded, you were going to come around the whole front of the car.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That was going to be quite
Yeah.
a cool shot, but then that never ended up being in there.
There was a shot as well in the behind the scenes where you can see where I'm
You were going
like,
underneath.
Going underneath. So I
Yeah.
had this idea of like seeing the foot, the feet,
Aim it towards you, but
seeing the feet just like and follow the feet coming towards the back of the car, but then it just didn't work out.
It didn't work for pacing, and the shot that we ended up getting wasn't good enough.
Yeah, there's loads of shots we had in mind, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah,
Worth a try.
there's
Like
some
the
really
original shot was
there's
supposed to come from the front
there's
of the car.
some really fucking cool cinematic shots in that shot though.
Mm.
Like the ones I uploaded to Instagram, I don't know if you saw them, but like the one where these two were running, that looks cinematic as fuck.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
close up of the mask, that looks like it came out of Purge. Like
Oh, the one where you were wearing the mask at that point, weren't you? On
not
that
the
shot.
shot, no, because all of them were pulled off the.
Oh, okay.
So it was him,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so him,
Yeah.
which was stupid again.
That was the
because-
walk towards the main door, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was after the run.
And then like those little cool things that you point out in like that I pointed out in the behind the scenes that like if you actually look really hard, we're one floor up as
Yeah.
soon as you go to
Yeah.
the
And the door comes
and
inwards,
it-
not outwards.
Yeah,
yeah.
like the fucking door was on a different side. The hinge was literally on the opposite side, and like
So we'll give everything away before you watch the actual show.
well, I'd like to if they haven't watched it now, they're probably not going to. But yeah, I like those little cool little stories that we like the things that we did to get. Because like nothing ever goes to plan. They always say like when you plan something for a film, like never ever goes that way, and you just have to think on your feet. And it was just like
That was one of them times.
definitely one of those
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
And then we didn't realize that the door didn't open, and we're like, and then
Yeah.
when we got up there, we're like, oh, this opens the opposite way.
All because of the light. didn't
Yeah,
it?
it's because we don't have light, didn't it?
Yeah. Imagine trying to fucking practically light that whole fucking thing, and there was
Yeah.
a CCTV camera there. You have to like watch all that shit.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it, man. It was a good experience.
It was
And
good.
Are we all down to do it again?
Oh yeah, definitely.
No.
No.
No, yeah. I'm joking, yeah. Of course I am.
Oh, good
the
job,
thing,
Josh.
the thing is, if I'm
Cheers, pal.
the thing is, if I'm in the next one, then
Yeah.
you're gonna have to do all the camera work.
Mhm.
He's
Give it
That's
to
one
Alan.
thing I need
this
to
is
work on.
another fun fact is he can't move with the camera.
No.
If he stood still, he's
There's a
fine.
pillar right in front of him. He's like literally touching it.
Yeah, stationary shots, yeah, that's fine.
Stationary
but
shot just
fucking-
off your shoulders, fine. But
It's
as soon as
because I focus too much on like what's happening on the camera that like I don't realize what's happening actually in the
Real
scene.
time,
and I'm
like-
like,
I
I
ended
follow.
up having it was going to be like you were going to be like the kind of the director of photography. You were going to do like the camera work, and I was just going to sit back and I was going to be the director. And then
Yeah.
it ended up anytime the camera had to move, I had to do
Yeah,
it.
you have to do it. Yeah, static shots. So I was fine now.
The
but,
one
like,
moving shot that ended up from being on the film is the one where
walk
they
in.
put them in the car and then walk around. That was
Oh,
No,
the
and
right.
also when I was coming, I was following the killer walking towards
The door.
the door, but that's because it was walking, so it wasn't
Didn't
fast.
I end up doing that one?
No, you did the running shots.
Yeah, we did. You did the running when we were coming from the door down towards the car.
I did the shot that was like slowly walking.
he nearly hit about 3 pillars on the way down.
And I had to fucking hold you up.
I almost hit a pillar. I actually almost
Yeah.
hit a pillar on trying to do that running shot.
Dan was like, whoa.
Watch
And he was
my
like, oh,
fucking
shit.
camera of literally just like me and
Yeah.
my missus are fighting because of how expensive this camera was. Because I spent like fucking $2.5 grand on cameras in a week and a half.
Yeah, you
Oh.
bought the XT10.
I bought the
not long
XT10,
before you bought this.
which was smack on $1,000, and then that one was 13 and 1200.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's an expensive game anyway. I know that for a giraffe, it's a very very expensive game to get into. I'd like for like a group of friends though. Like obviously they don't have to go as nuts as we did because like if you actually think of how much that short cost,
Equipment wise, like.
you like it didn't cost us anything on the night, but we bought a lot of things
beforehand.
around it. Like
Yeah.
like this Tascam. I bought it for the podcast, so it's fine. But like
And bought that young
300
Nuo.
quid,
That was
80
100
quid.
quid. Yeah, about 90 quid. That was
a couple of £100 worth of lenses.
green screen and shit. That was about 50 quid.
It's fucking insane. Like, just for something
Yeah.
that's not even going to be shown anywhere.
You've still got my green screen from that night, actually.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just brought it in.
Oh,
now.
nice,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So like me and Josh share a lot of equipment. I've got your pro mic in the house. I think that's pretty much all I got now, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm ready to go to bed now. He's done better than I thought he
He's
would.
doing alright now.
Yeah,
look at
he's
him.
doing
He's,
alright, yeah.
he's happy now. He's not sad anymore.
Listen to the
Tea.
conversation.
You're
like, just
sad.
keep going.
Tea with a voice.
He
You're
looks
the
like he's
sad
had.
one.
He looks like he's had about fucking 6 pints, like, but he's all right. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna knock it on your head there, but it's just like there had to be a warm up one. I think because I'm like I got nothing else to talk about.
Nice.
Have you got something to talk about? Have you got something to talk about?
No,
No, fucking tough 1 hours, boys.
12-hour shift.
Do apologise, everybody. This
It's
is gonna be a shit one.
half hour long, is it? Not even
Um,
not 20 minutes.
it's 44 minutes, but I'm gonna have to cut out a good 10 from when.
I think
That'll do, innit?
Eli's the highlight.
That'll do.
Eli came and saved it. He's like
Yeah,
Superman.
I
The
think
ill
so.
Superman.
You little wake up, little.
Yeah. We're out of
We're all, I guess.
We're out of practice.
We're like,
Practice as fuck. That's what I'm going to blame. Out of practice and really tired.
He was on the
Got a
move.
few inventions as well to come back.
Oh, yeah, we haven't had your inventions
Nice.
for a while.
Big
Fucking
fan of
right,
that.
mate.
Any more sexist shit?
No. None of that.
That was literally one of the best fucking inventions I've ever heard in my life. Would you buy that, Beth? Would you buy a Hoover that had a mirror
Mirror
on
so
it
you could
so
do
that,
makeup.
so that you could do your makeup while hoovering? Yeah, you don't fucking Hoover, you tramp.
Moving my fucking
Don't fucking mention ironing. Jesus Christ. So, did anyone buy you a fucking iron for your birthday?
Hey guys, and just to let you know, like there's an ironing board here, so all she needs to get is an iron.
Yeah.
That's it.
But you just don't use them? No.
Ah,
Do you know what I found
dusty
out?
in the cupboard, like.
Me, like the heat that I'm in all the time, my sweat irons my clothes now, so I don't even have to bother.
Steams them.
They just fucking steam them. Sweaty cunt, like.
Wow.
I fucking hate this weather.
hanging on it.
What's that?
That kitchen is hanging.
Yeah. So that's another thing. Like we're doing like 12-hour shifts in the most humid,
Like 35
disgusting
degrees
environment, and it just takes the energy out of you. Like I was a little bit worried about tonight anyway, and
Plus.
then
And you're always on your feet, innit?
yeah, on your feet. Yeah. We're gonna go now. I think
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
Much love, everybody. I do apologize. This is a shit one. We need a thumbnail just before we go. Goodbye, everybody.
Front seat.
It's the fun of no budget filmmaking.
Thing is, I'm actually making some quite notable contributions at the moment. I actually managed to get that whole shot. Well done.
What's that?
When they did that, before you said, well, I got it. Yeah, we can edit this bit out if you want.
Oh, mate.
No, further.
Let's put it on this one, though.